Hey guys, welcome to the crypto metaverse. Today we're going to talk about how the CBA to offer crypto services to customers. CBA announces strategic partnerships with global crypto leaders, Gemini. Just a few days ago this came in, Australia's first bank to offer customers the ability to buy, sell and hold crypto assets directly through the CommBank app. We believe we can play an important role in crypto to address what's clearly growing customers need prove. And then here, research from CBA has found a large number of its customers want to access crypto assets and investments class already buying, selling and holding crypto assets. Wow. I can't even speak properly. I'm that excited about this, I'm really sorry about that. Just lost for words. It's all there, but just not coming out properly. So I do apologise. What has even got me excited, who we should actually vote in for a Prime Minister, is Liberal Senator Andrew Bagg. I never even knew he was bullish on Bitcoin. But yeah, watch this short video. I promise it won't take too long. But yeah, it's very interesting if you're into crypto or you're looking to get into it, or you don't understand what it is. It's going to be so simple soon once it comes to the CBA Bank app. Here's a little video. Just please stick around to the end because I've got a lot more to talk about.
Its customers to buy and sell cryptocurrency through its app. It's a first for Australia's big four banks. Does it bring cryptocurrency closer to the mainstream? Joining me live now is Liberal Senator Andrew Bragg, somewhat of an expert in this area. Andrew Bragg, we've talked long and hard about, cryptocurrency once thought to be the domain of tech heads and criminals. You've certainly put that to bed now. This is a big move from the Commonwealth Bank. Why?
Well, I think you're right that many people in the establishment in Canberra and in business have had the view that cryptocurrency is the domain of drug dealers and loan sharks and whatnot. But the reality is that it has great agency and can create great opportunities for people to, frankly, get away from banks, which I think, frankly, have too much control over people's lives over the long term when you think about things like mortgages. So I think what you're seeing is a mainstreaming moment for cryptocurrency.
Yeah, okay. So what do you mean by that, a mainstreaming moment? Because the banks moving is one thing, but don't governments have to move as well with regulation?
Well, this is a good question, Laura. I mean, we did release a report into cryptocurrency 2 weeks ago, and that is an agenda for Canberra to put in place a regulatory structure to protect consumers, but also to drive more investment into cryptocurrency in Australia. So I'm pleased to see the banks move. I mean, one of the major issues has been the banks, what's called debanking, people who use cryptocurrency just because they're in cryptocurrency. And so I imagine that with the banks having gone into cryptocurrency, it'll be very hard for them to debank people who are in that same industry now.
Yeah, but do you want to see the big four get more into cryptocurrency or at least facilitate it? Because I guess with those traditional structures, it's, there can be less cowboy activity, if you like.
Well, 1 in 5 Australians has cryptocurrency, and that's heavily skewed towards younger people. Younger people want to get away from banks. They don't want to have their lives run by banks. They want to be able to engage in peer-to-peer transactions, which cryptocurrency provides the capacity to do. So I just want the Australian economy to be a modern, dynamic economy. I don't want it to be looking backwards. So if banks are moving into this space, I think that's a good thing. But the key point here is that Canberra needs to put in place a proper regulatory structure, which we've recently.
Okay, guys. Yeah, we're just about to say we've recently already forwarded one. So this is great. Andrew Bagg is bullish on Bitcoin, so he thinks it's great going forward. It's a funny story, this one, because this is one reason that I got scared out. It's like, as you can see here, Bitcoin traders accuse Australia's biggest banks of declaring war on cryptocurrencies. And this is when I first actually started getting into crypto, 2015, and I got scared out, not just once, twice from the China FUD, the Australian FUD. all the FUD there was. But now, since last year, I'm all in. A friend probably told me about it in about 2014. He said, get on this boat, and I just wish I just had to listen to him. But it was hard because, my debit card got blocked, everything. I couldn't use Coinbase, the whole story. You can see here dozens of Australian Bitcoin traders have accused the country's biggest banks of refusing to do business. So that was me. I got scared out. I had a bit and then I sold it. Not even near the top, or sometimes not even in the bull run. It was just it was just a roller coaster of emotions. As you can see this later here, Michelle Jurek. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of her. Her name is Bitcoin. She comes under the business name as Bitcoin Babe. I'm sure she's probably net worth of a heap. She's been selling it heaps now. So, here's another one. This one's 2018. Commonwealth Bank blocks customers from buying cryptocurrency with credit cards. So this is only like 3 years ago, and now they're bullish. They're bringing it in because they always follow America. Like America's regulating it, and then guess what's happened when it regulates? The big money comes in. And that's what will happen in Australia. We're not a big country, but there is still some big money here that can come into this. So you can see the Commonwealth Bank has followed in the footsteps of UK and US banks by blocking customers from purchasing cryptocurrency using credit cards, saying it's unregulated and highly volatile nature of virtual currency. So that's why there's been such crazy returns. It's there was just so much FUD. It was just it was scary because you put the money in there and then you didn't even know how you're going to pull it out. Like the only way to get it back out in those days was like using local Bitcoin. So I don't know if everyone heard of that. This is all you could access in Australia. So it was kind of like under the table because you can see here you can do transfers with specific banks and stuff like that. But you pay a premium. Like you some of them you pay a premium, so you end up paying like 2 or 3 grand extra for a Bitcoin or whatever now. So, and as you can see, going back, like here's some of my first transactions. 1.3 Bitcoin for 331 Australian dollars, which would be about probably 250 to 280 US, around about that way. Generally, it's about 30% less than the value of Australian dollar. So. That is just it's crazy. Um, when I mean 30% loss, or sorry, 30% stronger. So the Australian dollar is weaker. I think it's about one US dollar. Way around $1.30 Australian dollar buys about $1. So yeah, $1 US, if that makes sense. And like I said, guys, I'm just that excited about this. This is such good news for me because I'm pretty much all in on Bitcoin, and then now it's be getting more regulated, and some of my long-term holds in that, it'd be good. It'd be really good, especially going forward. Like um, you know, buying houses and that. I haven't got rich off it yet, but now since I went all in back here, houses are quite expensive here. But from Bitcoin now, I've got enough deposit for a pretty expensive house mortgage. It's doing all right. Um, I wouldn't have done that well. Just put my money in the bank. Put it that way. Um, and here you can still see there's another like a news reporter that I'm about to show another small video of. She says like how early we are. Nobody's still talking about Bitcoin.
6 Point decided to add crypto to its bank. Has decided to add crypto to its banking app. Commonwealth Bank will allow its customers to hold and use Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies via its 6.5 million user banking app to appeal to young customers and keep pace with rivals such as Square and PayPal, which already allow users to trade and spend Bitcoin. The move will make CBA the first Australian bank and one of a handful worldwide to offer customers access to cryptocurrencies which are created digitally with no physical form and are challenging traditional banking systems and flat money. I think this is interesting considering last week, Sarah, we saw in the Financial Review the Young Rich list. The majority of those new additions to that list were big investors in crypto early. Do you think a lot of people are jumping on board crypto? I mean, I'm still trying to get my head around actually using FPOS, alone, a figure that doesn't even exist. So good on people that decide to delve into it. Do you think this is going to see a push for more people to delve into new currencies?
Look, I think we would read this story and maybe think, hold on, I've got to catch up, or hold on, this is something I've got to look into.
Yeah.
But I can speak, from my experience in my world here in the press gallery, and also, having people in networks in WA and stuff. This isn't something a lot of people my age, in mid-20s, are talking about at parties.
Yeah. As you can see, guys, she's got no idea. She's got no idea what Bitcoin even is by the look on her face. That's just the impression that I got. And hold on, as you can see, Commonwealth Bank Australia is in the top 100 banks in the world. So 45, right? And that's just one. And then if you come over here, it's just Wikipedia, and then 45, right? You can see it's worth 688 billion. Then you've got, Westpac, National Australia Bank. They're all around 600, and then there's ANZ probably just down there a bit as well, or somewhere around there. But anyway, let's just say they're all worth about 600 billion. Let's say 600 billion neat. That's 2.4 trillion. Let's just say 10% of that money, hypothetically goes in there. That's 10% is $240 billion. And then if 1% of, Australian money went in there, that'd be $2.4 billion, which would move Bitcoin a fair bit, or some of these other cryptos would move them massively. So, it is really bullish news. So, even the editor Ross Greenwood, business news editor Ross Greenwood, if you've heard of him, even he's quite optimistic about it. So, little clip here about him.
This is actually the Winklevoss twins, who, when Facebook was created, very famously by Mark Zuckerberg, they were the ones in The Social Network, the movie, who sued him because they felt that he'd stolen their ideas. It was settled for $65 million. The Commonwealth Bank is now using the business that the Winklevoss twins have set up, this Gemini Trust business. So basically...
So the Winklevoss twins, guys, so they originally were co-founders of Facebook, or however you want to argue it. So they're the ones who own Gemini. They own BlockFi. That's where I've got most of my Bitcoin. It earns interest and it's really secure. And then, if you want to go to traditional assets, like look at gold market, it's been around forever. Like that's 11.415 trillion. So if you come over to crypto and then you see here, it's only 2.7 trillion. I mean, we could easily do a 5 or 6x from here, which, would potentially put Bitcoin at 200,000-300,000. So it's still early days. I mean, you can still do a 2 or 3x of your money, and in probably minimum 4 to 5 years to come, and then so on. And there's some of these others that are really popping. That it's a little bit of a red day, but I mean, if you come here, there's some crazy coins. Like look at this one. I haven't even heard of this one yet. It's crazy, but this is an NFT gaming one. It's just crazy. This is another one as well. Look, in 7 days, it's up 161.88%. I mean, it's hard to win them all. There's so many, but you just got to get in and just wait for your time and dollar cost average in and only put in what you can afford to lose. It's anyway, I just thought I'd share that news, guys. I do apologise for not speaking clearly again. I'm that excited. I just wanted to get this video up as quick as I could. And for those of you that have been following shortly, I had to change my name. It was Crypto FOMO for Life. I had to change it to Crypto Metaverse just due to copyright reasons. There was another channel called Crypto FOMO, and he's a good guy. I sometimes watch his videos. Good channel, so I don't want to copy him. I found this name, and It's good. Nobody's actually using it yet, and Metaverse is quite often used in the speech of that. So, but anyway, happy trading, guys, and good luck. Peace. Take care.